Parents and caregivers, welcome to my next tutorial for my home PE channel. I'm Dr. Michael Gossett. I'm a certified physical education teacher with a doctorate from Columbia University, and I'll be creating short videos for your children around the ages of 7 through 10 about physical education. If you're familiar with my movement education lessons videos that you've seen, you've likely seen the movement education tutorial. This tutorial is on what's called the Skill Themes approach to teaching. I want you to know how to interact with your child while they follow the lessons. The Skill Themes approach is an approach or method to teaching physical education typically to upper elementary school students. The approach is different from the traditional method of teaching. In the traditional method, sports and sports skills are often learned in isolation, meaning that a sport, such as football or soccer or volleyball, is learned and played for a few weeks and then not played again the entire school year. The Skill Themes approach, on the other hand, is structured to revisit or come back to each sports skill many times during the school year. In addition, how the skill is done is emphasized because numerous skills have similar motions. Aren't throwing a baseball and a football pretty similar? Doesn't a tennis serve have a similar motion as well? They may differ in what's being held in the hand, but they all have similar motions. It's called the overhand motion. The categories in movement education that I covered in the other videos, body awareness, space awareness, effort awareness, and movement quality, create that movement vocabulary they will now use in learning sports skills. Just as a brief example, when children understand levels and force and locomotor skills and object manipulation or use, they'll be better able to understand what a basketball layup is, though that is an advanced lesson and not for the first day of any given school year. When using skill themes appropriately, the teacher structures the lessons so that the children think for themselves. They solve movement problems in their own ways, and I use what's called the guided discovery technique. I lead them to the correct technique. If you have more than one child participating together in these videos, the solutions, responses, or answers they show may be different from each other, but they're fine to begin with. For example, I may ask a child to dribble a ball, like soccer, around in a small area. Some children may use their toes. Others may use the insides of their foot. As the child learns the right and most effective way in doing this, they may feel more confident, and perhaps they'll look for physical activity outside of school. A note of safety. Since you're likely doing this at home, please make sure there's adequate space and room for the child to move freely. The lessons require only minimal space and with minimal objects to use, but you want to allow for space in your home between large objects and where the child will move. Thank you, and let's help your child to move and learn.